So that's wonderful. That allows leaders to get more productive in many of those, I would say, repetitive tasks or mundane tasks. And they can use generative AI to maybe, let's say, let's take my last weeks of email and see if I missed out following up on somebody. And the AI can basically say, okay, you missed out reaching out to this person, you missed out following up on this thing and that. And what will that free up leaders to you? And what is that aspect of leadership which AI can never replace?
I think I wouldn't say never, but in the near to midterm, there's a lot more high value work that can be done once you free up that brain space to do it. So a lot of the high value work is, as leaders, we need to do is not necessarily, it is to a certain extent because we don't have time, but it's not just because we don't have time, it's because we don't have the brain space. We get done at the end of the day after working 8, 10, 12 hours, we're exhausted. We just want to sit down with our family or have a beer or a drink or make dinner or whatever. And we don't really have the brain capacity to do these things anymore. So by offloading a lot of these mundane tasks, as you put them, not all of them are mundane, actually. There's some highly creative tasks that are not mundane, that are engaging, but it frees you up to do other things with that information. And it frees you up to actually create more value for the organization. And there was an interesting paper that was published, or a preview of the paper that was published by the Harvard Business School last week with BCG, and it's an actual scientifically controlled experiment that BCG conducted with thousands of people across their organization in the application of generative AI. And they found that overall, generative AI increased productivity and increased the value of their products or their output of their consultants by almost 20% just by using generative AI. Now, there are different tasks that actually add a lot more value. Creative tasks, you get a lot more value from the application of generative AI than you do from more qualitative or quantitative tasks. In fact, in some quantitative tasks, you actually lose value by using generative AI. But there's this great dichotomy there that if you use it, you get even more value.